Welcome to episode 14 of Momentous Doge, Miserable Matchup. This is game 2 out of #local event, played on the weekend. So, as the title may give away, this is a fucking excruciating matchup. The Corsair mirror in round 2. Because what could be worse than playing your weekly opponent in round 1? The Corsair mirror in round 2. So, I get to kick because that's exactly what I'm doing. I think here I made a mistake not putting Siren kicking. I went for Corsair, but that's neither here nor there. I think I have less chance of getting the ball back with Corsair than Siren. The threat range on that rough seas is just a little bit shorter, and I feel like it's probably a little less locked in than seduced. But yeah, I suppose you can get two goes at it. You just end up getting a shitload of your influence. I tended to kick with Corsair here because I like the backup of the drag instead, if getting that ball back isn't possible or easy. You know, opponent's not a moron sometimes. So here I have fucked up the kick, and it's just got back up the line. JS gets to put on whatever he wants, so he picks Siren. This seems, fair. Why not? This begins, however, the precise measurement game of Corsair Mirror. Here, JS has opted to hag dodge Corsair into threat range of my Corsair, and then put hag behind that box there to block drags, sort of forcing me to drag from a very unreasonable angle. So here I've gone up with Siren, used the 3 that I had on her, and lured hag, paying the extra 1 for fair. Pulling hag off that box. So JS opts to move Corsair, tag along tentacles, and go for the drag on my Corsair. He does some dirtling, break sturdy. I'm not sure this was a great play, to be honest. Pulling my Corsair in. Corsair is probably the hardest guy in the mirror to kill, especially with sturdy. You sort of have to at least spend 2 influence knocking him down every turn. That feels a significant drain on Corsair's killing potential. And because my hag hasn't gone yet, it's a non-zero amount of easy for me to just walk hag up and pop the Corsair to its back. Not entirely sure that was great. Jeez. It sort of feels to me like I'm just getting to set up my scrum here for free. Not really have to do much. It's a bit weird. So yeah. That's that. JS is sort of putting his tentacles around to try and mitigate the gains from my scrum. But I'm sort of setting up the catches mate here, and it's JS having taken a more football-y team. I think him dragging my Corsair in is just, less than ideal. I feel like he could have just waited behind that box with Corsair and forced me to drag him, and then just scored with his team. Just a bit, yeah. So here he's gone for the Siren kick to Angel, dodge out onto the wing, and positioned Angel just outside of my 6 with Corsair. Not entirely sure that's amazing. I just killed the octopus with Corsair. I've been able to dodge out of his Corsair's melee because it dragged me to exactly the base to base, which I think is not great for JS here, because I can walk back, stay out of Siren's melee, and just rough seize that ball away. Kick it to the octopus, and that's a bit of a shitter for JS, I think. Not great at all. So JS runs and nimbles with Angel. Charges, of course, yeah. Takes some dodgies. You know, good stuff. I don't know, like, it's obviously not bad here. Builds him a momentum. Could have been worse for me, I think. Not entirely sure I love the I love that play as opposed to Angel just being a bit more central. You're going to see in a minute that positioning is going to sort of double edge JS. I'm going to make my own mistakes here and move tentacles up and try and push Hag into the scrum a bit more. Yeah, not ideal, really. Not ideal. So I lose the roll at pretty much even. Such is life. I think I was 1 up. Can't really be too butthurt about that. But I think it does make a rather large difference here. I wasn't actually able to generate much more momentum, which I probably should have. I feel like going first in particular turns in the Corsair mirror can be quite important. Sometimes you sort of want to go second, but you always want to be able to dictate whether you're going first or second. Like the healing ups and downs of momentum are also quite important, but I don't feel like I'm under a lot of pressure from JS's team here. I think JS really didn't want to play the ultimate slugfuck matchup any Corsair teams, so he didn't go his gutter or he's taking Angel and some more scoring options and race go. So here, he's gone first with the Corsair, Roxy's Octopussy. I think it's Roxy's, maybe it's tackled. He's put up his legendary and then he's kicked to Angel and gone for a bonus turn 6 and missed. And here we're trying to work out, if you actually shot on goal, it's like this, we'll stop at that box right in front of you. They do. Couldn't find anything in the rulebook that actually said they don't. That is not a thing that's happening. Given they stop the barrier that is the goal, I kind of assume they stop on obstructions as well. It'd be good to actually know. Googling the rule forum in the middle of the game, less than ideal. So we just asked for a TO call, and we got a yes, so all stops there. Not sure which is better for me. Here it's much more accessible. Angel snaps again. What are you going to do? If it had gone into my backfield, I think that it might have actually been better for me. A dead ball is a bit better than a awkwardly live one for me, given that I have the beating advantage. So Corsair goes, pops the ball on Angel, puts in a bit of work. I feel like I was a bit laser focused on the ball here, but I really didn't want Angel to go next. Awkwardly score anyway. I'm only on 1 point, so while I have sort of a scrum lead, I don't actually have a lot of points on the board. So Corsair has to take the non-momentous dodge on 3 to pick up that ball that he's just beaten off Angel, and that's a bit average. His Corsair is gone, so I don't have to worry about it getting rough seized off Corsair, and I don't think he's actually given enough influence to Siren to seduce enough. This turn is a bit of setup for me. I'm not entirely confident now that I'm down my 6 influence from Corsair, and I haven't actually killed anyone, and I'm actually going to get a lot of work out of the turn, so I need to position and set up for maximum killing next turn. It's highly likely that I will get the activation, given he loses influence on Corsair and missed his heavily missed snapshot. I think taking that snapshot was the right call, but the negative impacts to JS's game, if he misses it, are so high. He's just poured so many resources in that snapshot. It's a bit mental. So this is me hag feeding. Just sort of play with all of the toys, set up maximum punchings. This late in the turn, I sort of feel like enough people have activated that it's safe-ish. You can move things and they're not going to move. Most important is that his hag is gone. I don't want the counter feat. Because while his feat isn't super important to him, my feat's really important to me. He's not playing the punching out. Here I've managed to slide my gutter out for maximum scything blows, and I will realise that even with precision, backgammon dice, minimise RNG, you will never be able to stop Jesus from saying no. So, this is Sakana going last in the turn. I don't really feel great. Oh no, I'm still sorry. Yeah, so I don't really feel like this is amazing. My influence allocation early in this turn. It's just not. The turn hasn't turned out. The turn hasn't developed like I was expecting, so that influence is kind of in place. At least though, Gutter gets to miss a couple of scything blows. Of course. Thankfully, I get to go first though. So there is that. There's not a lot of ability to be creative with this. You just have to stack Corsair, bet on Gutter to do Gutter things, I suppose. Still on 1 on like the start of turn 3 is not how I want to be when I'm in a beating matchup. It's just a bit. It offers a lot more opportunity than I really like for the scoring team to come back into this game. Somehow I've actually maintained clock parity ish. We're only 4 minutes down and we're playing the punching team, so I feel like that's actually okay. I really need to make that time back at some point. I need to get JS to think long and deep in some of these activations. So unfortunately, Gutter has missed one of the scything blows here. Had to take the non-momentous one and kill Hag, and not being able to take the momentous one on Grayscales to kill him. Grayscales left on the box. So does happen, RNG just says no. I'm not entirely sure why JS went here and got the ball with Angel, but such is life. So yeah, Corsair gets to go and just beat down. Knock down Angel again, ball scatters. Beat downs on Angel. More influence. Kill Angel. Yay! We got another one. We're up to 5. Wish we could have got Grayscales there, eh? That would have been good. So Corsair here just walks back and drops the ball nice and far away. At this point, I sort of feel like that ball is dead distant, which is exactly what I want. Grayscale's a bit too far away, sitting on only one influence, I think. And Corsair can't rough see the ball on the ground. What he can do, though, is lure Corsair. So he lures Corsair and picks up the ball. I'm okay with this because he can't snapshot this turn. I've removed his turret, and Siren is too far away from the goal. He's already legendary, so not going to get the range. So I get to spend the rest of the turn derping around. Could be better though. Not entirely ideal. His opponents come back on the table too far away. I really need to find a path to that last point. I've got my goal in the bank to make it 9. So once I get that grayscales, I need to start thinking about taking that goal. Sadly, that last point is looking a bit far away. Gutter not quite within easy threat range of tentacles. But, you know, that's how it goes. I'm on 6, and he's on 1 momentum at this point, so rough seizing, or having to rough seize here with Corsair sort of puts him out of the momentum race. He has maybe 1 on grayscales, and I have a few on Sakana. So, I'm feeling like I get to dictate his turns as well, which is quite nice. He is going to put some beatdowns into Hag here with the rest of his influence, but that ball on Corsair is a mistake, I think. I think he should have dropped it to Siren, because leaving that ball on Corsair makes it basically free to get off him with rough seas, whereas with on Siren I might have had to do it twice, or commit to Corsair beating Siren to death, and then maybe legendary to offload. So, you know, but that's just me. I think maybe having it on Corsair does make it a bit deader if I need to tackle it off someone. I think ensuring it's rough seas and seduce is a lot better. So I killed Grayscales at the end of the turn. I could have probably left him to next turn, but then he goes to 5 health with a heal. So I just take him out and, you know, play safe. I know that's rich country, but still. Such is life. I've managed to pull the turn back to 3 minutes down now. All those attacks from Jace's Corsair last turn sort of helped me a bit there. Not enough, I don't think. So here, we are thinking about how we're going to get that goal. It's going to be very easy to get that ball. We've just rough seized, no probs. But keeping it next activation when his Corsair goes is a mish. So, we rough seize, run our Corsair and drop the ball, where we think it's pretty safe from his Corsair, just bases and melee ranges, and we just dump 4 influence. Don't want to have to go near any of his models. So he goes in and starts tickling some of my dudes. He's under quite a bit of pressure here. I've got that ball on the ground with 2 guys with influence, ready to take that goal. It's not ideal for him. He kind of needs some gas out of this. I think he's taken out Hag there, so, you know, getting on the board. But I don't think it's enough. I think it's too late in the game to be playing takeouts against my stronger takeout team. Here, Tentacles is on like 6, I think, and Sakana goes for a charge and try and lock up that point before Jace is able to heal his Tentacles. This seems like a mistake. The math says Sakana's very likely to miss actually killing that Tentacles, but thankfully JS just wants it back, walks around, tries for a blind on Gutter and misses, so saves my bacon, and gets in the way of my snapshot turret from Sakana. Nice little message there. JS writing it down. You can pause that. So, yeah, here we go. We are under quite a lot of pressure now. I'm on a commanding points lead, but his Corsair is starting to have a lot more flexibility with ability to score than mine is, and he's up on momentum. So I can sort of feel the next turn slipping away from me, and I really do not want that to happen. I need to get some gas out of this now, make my points before JS sort of gets the tempo back and becomes well in control of how the turn progresses, as opposed to how the game progresses. So I score with Gutter, and he uses Superfan. Actually took Superfan. Gives it to Hag. Hag punts and manages to curve the bullet around that obstacle, which is just magic for me. Less than ideal, really. That's me looking for 1 point now. I'm on 3 minutes, and JS is on 11 minutes. JS with just almost, not unlimited, but functionally unlimited ability to heal. And all his players coming in from the wing, so my life is looking very dark here. I've managed to go from a commanding lead to 11-2, and feeling like I'm about to lose somehow. Just life. Just life. So Grayscales is picking up this ball here, and squatting on it. I'm not entirely sure this is amazing, but he didn't have a lot of influence to work with, so you know. Just life. I free up Siren and walk to engage Tentacles. I'm hoping to just stack up my guys up the front and get that Tentacles take out next turn. But that's easy said than done. Tentacles is actually remarkably resilient. 4-1, even though 2 of my guys have anatomical precision. And 9 boxes is a lot to chew through over time. So here you'll see JS get the first activation, and this is going to be, this I think is a little bit of a mistake from JS. He goes hard deep on sort of trying to stop me killing Tentacles here. I mean, he needs to stop me, but he's doing it in a very, I think, inefficient way. He goes in and makes a lot of attacks, doing the pushes, Sakana, instead of maybe just walking up to that box and double dragging. He will trigger drag playbook on Sakana, but all this dice rolling is supremely draining on Jason's time here. You can see he's about to go below me, and he started off with 11 minutes. So at this point I'm like, I feel like that clock point is a way easier way for me to get an extra point than actually killing Tentacles. Maybe it's just a scrub idea, but I'm willing to concede that it may have been a mistake to activate Corsair there and do all my shit. Just push his Corsair around a bit. It might have been a better idea to just run away, run out to the top of the field and drag Corsair. But, you know, such is life. He takes the Grayscale's goal here, putting him up to 6. So at this point, I'm starting to feel a bit threatened. We kick the ball out and putting it on Corsair. Keeps the ball dead this turn, but yeah, it keeps the ball dead, but I don't know that giving him the opportunity to have the ball back would actually be better. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, no I didn't. My bad. It stays on the ground, Sakana takes it, kicks it, and misses. Scatters onto the octopus, and this is where I'm like, okay, I'm on 26 seconds. Yes, the plan is Riker Maneuver. Go hard. So, I don't really need to
to do anything here. That ball is tentacles and is dead for the rest of the game, so all we have to do is click it back over JS a couple of times and it's done. So we get our last point on clock. This, I feel like, is the less egregious of a clock victory, where I am 99% of the way to winning, and JS is miles away, and the clock just sort of declares that me a victor. So, Riker Maneuver, there we go.